in business, EV sales at Kia are on the rise, but its popular gas-powered vehicles are still core to its sales success.
City News Time 3:31.
Time for traffic and weather together on the one. Here's Maria Pardo. This report is brought to you by Lexus of Oakville on the eastbound 401. Just watch out in Cambridge. As you approach Town Line, we have a crash that's causing some very heavy delays from east of King Street. And on the ramp to Mississauga Road, we did have a stalled vehicle in the right lane. That has now cleared. And some good news. East of Dixie Express to Collector transfer is now problem-free. That stalled vehicle has been towed away, but I'm still seeing a little bit of a delay from approaching Dixie, both Express and Collectors, but it is doing a lot better overall. You'll also find it slow from the 427 to east of Kiel, alternating Express and Collectors, and through Salem. And on the westbound 401, things have improved. It's just slow now through Kennedy and the Collectors. And west of the 404, alternating Express and Collectors to Young. And it gets slow again from west of the 400, Express and Collectors to Dixon. Northbound DVP has actually gotten a lot slower since my last report. You'll now find it slow from Don Mills to York Mills. Southbound 400 is starting to fill in as you approach Shepherd to the 401 ramps. And on the southbound 404, DVP expect delays as you approach Shepherd to south of Lawrence. Looking at the westbound Gardner, nothing has changed. Still slow as you approach Spadina to west of Strawn. And on the eastbound QEW, I'm still seeing delays as you approach Mississauga Road to Dixie. On the eastbound Gardner, it's slow as you approach the Humber Bay Bridge to Dufferin. And we continue to deal with a stalled vehicle on the eastbound 403 as you approach Waterdown. It's in the left lane, so some heavy delays from King Street. And Islington is still closed in both directions from Satterley to My Lady for a police investigation. Lease a 2023 RX 350 all-wheel drive premium package at 6.4% for 24 months with bi-weekly payments from $358. See LexusofOakville.ca. Your next support's at 341 with the forecast. Denise Andriachi. Temperatures right around the freezing mark across the GTA. Varying amounts of sun and cloud the rest of this afternoon. We are mostly to partly cloudy overnight, down to lows near -5, and then a bit unsettled for Sunday. Scattered flurries on and off. Windy conditions. It's a bit breezy. I shouldn't say windy. It is going to be breezier out of the east. There will be that chill in the air throughout the day. Highs tomorrow near 0. The overnight low tonight -5.
City News Time 3:33.
Have arrested 3 teens in connection to a string of armed robberies and currency exchange shops. Investigators allege the teens went to 6 exchange stores between March 2nd and 9th and robbed them at gunpoint. The suspects allegedly took off from the stores in a stolen vehicle. No one was injured during the robberies.
On Thursday, police caught those suspects during another armed robbery at a shop in Brampton. The 3 teens were arrested. A loaded handgun was recovered as well. 2 17-year-olds and a 16-year-old have each been charged with several robbery and weapons charges. The investigation is ongoing. Police say that they expect to lay more charges. The 3 teens appeared in court for a bail hearing, and they will not be named because of their age.
City News Time 3:34. Remember all that talk about doing away with time changes? Well, here we go again. The clocks will spring forward at 2 a.m., even though the Ford government passed a bill in 2020 trying to do away with daylight saving time. Our Richard Southern reports for Ontario to do away with time changes. We would first need to see some movement south of the border.
And slowly but surely, those wheels are in motion. Switching in and out of daylight saving time is outdated, and it's only a source of annoyance and confusion. Frankly, it's just dumb, and there's just no other way to say it.
The U.S. Senate voted unanimously last year to permanently stick with daylight saving time. But that bill ended up stalling in the House of Representatives. But just last week, a group of bipartisan senators reintroduced the legislation. If it gets through both the Senate and the House, this weekend's time change would be the final one in the United States, potentially paving the way for Canadian provinces to follow suit.
We want an hour more for kids, farmers, people that want to stay outside, work in the yard. I think people deserve that.
Those in favor of a permanent move to daylight saving time say it will lead to fewer car crashes, less energy use, and improved health. Those against the move say mornings will be too dark, during the months of December and January.
Well, today's the first day of March break for the kiddos. The winter weather, though, still sticking around. Marie Gomez has more.
To start off our March break, our weather specialist Denise Andriachi says we have a bit of everything this week.
So we do have unsettled weather for Sunday. It's not going to be stormy, but the wind's picking up out of the east, and we've got some scattered flurries through the day. As for the rest of the week, Denise says it's not going to be super warm, but it's also not going to be super cold. This week, you just have to be prepared because we've got snow Monday, quieter weather, but below seasonal for Tuesday, Wednesday, and then we have those rain showers moving in for Friday. So you'll want to take advantage of the calm weather today if you're looking to kick off your March break with some outdoor activities with the family. Marie Gomez, City News. City News Time, 3:36. 3 years ago today, the WHO declared COVID a pandemic. Our Christine Ritchie joins us live with how the City of Toronto is marking this somber anniversary. Christine, thanks, Caitlin. Yes, for many, the pandemic felt like the world had stopped.
It felt like in a zombie movie, or like Last of Us, but without zombies.
And the first reaction for many of us was to race to the grocery store, stock up, and then disappear into our homes.
Like nobody on the streets, or nobody in the stores, nobody anywhere, walking down the middle of the road with my dog, and there was no cars, but that was crazy.
And we learned new expressions like quarantining, aerosol droplets, lockdown, and social distancing. Today, Canada's top doctor, Teresa Tam, says we are out of the worst of it, adding that the current trend suggests that we may not see any major waves in the coming months.
We're at a relatively steady state now in terms of cases, hospitalizations, and quite low levels of ICUs and death, which it puts us in a relatively good position. However, COVID is still very prevalent.
Wastewater shows COVID is still moving through the population. However, Dr. Tam says come spring and summer, those numbers should drop. Meantime, the City of Toronto is remembering the more than 51,000 Canadians who died from COVID, hosting a commemorative gathering at Nathan Phillips Square tonight at 6 o'clock. Reporting live, Christine Ritchie, City News.
City News Time 3:38. Rosedale Valley Road is fully closed between Park and Bayview this weekend for construction. The pedestrian bridge, which has been closed since last year, will be removed during this closure. It was supposed to happen in early February, but that was delayed, and then it was delayed again later on. So roads are expected to reopen at 6 o'clock on Monday morning.
We'll get some popcorn ready ahead of the biggest night in film. The Glitz and Glam will take over screens tomorrow for the 95th Academy Awards. 10 films nominated, including Avatar, The Way of Water. This is our home!
I need you with me.
Avatar, The Way of Water, like the 2009 film, is a masterclass in visual storytelling from Canada's own James Cameron. The film's 3-hour-plus runtime could be a turnoff for many, but the revolutionary motion capture shot underwater is well worth the extensive runtime.